Good afternoon folks, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to some of you. We've had a long drive to get here, but we're in God's country of Yorkshire, sunny Yorkshire for once, and we're greenlaning tomorrow. We're camping in this most beautiful, idyllic spot, not far from Harrogate actually. Brian is of course running a little late, so I've got here ahead, set up camp. We've got the awning out, ground tent today, no roof tent. We've got the barbecue that'll be lit shortly, and I think the most important thing, cheers. Okay folks, we're a week or so after the trip. On Friday the 10th of May there was a particularly strong solar storm which enabled the aurora borealis to be seen much further south than they normally are visible. By complete luck we were in one of the best locations to view it. Tried recording some time-lapse footage, but understandably it didn't come out on the GoPro. But the stills from the phone show how strong it really was. It was a complete trip, took us unawares after a fair few beers by the campfire, and was certainly one to remember. We had a good group of us on this trip with a mix of vehicles. There's myself in the stock 2015 Defender, Brian in his lifted and mapped TD590, Andy and Dave in their modded Discovery 2s, and leading us was Ian in his first edition L663 Defender 110. It's my first time laning in the Dales, and what a place it is. This was a lovely little river crossing, shallow but long, just enough to wet the wheels. I believe it's called Busk Lane in the Raydale Valley. This is around halfway through the day's laning. I didn't get any footage from the morning, but instead decided to sit back and just enjoy the scenery. Just looking at the OS map now. This river crossing here is actually the Raydale Beck. Again, not much more above the base of the tyres, but I'm sure it's very, very different when there's been a lot more rain. Again, referring to the OS map, I believe this is heading southwest round one of the very few bends in the old Roman Cam High Road. This went on for a good couple of miles, a dry, dusty track, rocky in places. Nothing too technical, but providing some magnificent views of the Wensleydale Valley. Every so often there would be one of these extended rocky areas. Nothing taxing, but Defenders are known for the soft ride, and these sections certainly showed that. The Discos and the L663 seemed to breeze through them a lot more easily. Yet another extended rocky section with these step slabs of rock. Coming to the end of the Cam High Road now, with it dropping away to the south to the Orta Shore side of the Langstrothdale Chase. Now I'm disappointed with myself, as this little track leads up to a pretty awesome promontory and lookout by West Burton, which had a short but pretty gnarly climb up to it. Now normally the GoPro is attached to the roof bar, but this time for some reason I decided to use the sucker pad, which came unstuck. So all I have are some still photos and drone footage from the top. And there we have Ian's first edition L663 looking resplendent at the top of this promontory. Such an awesome viewpoint, looking southwest down into the Bishop Dale Valley. And just sneaking into view on the left, you can see that short, sharp climb up to this viewpoint. This is leading away from that viewpoint now. So this is the track that we use to access it. Quite rocky, a little bit short, a little bit steep, a little bit fun. A little bit of a short drop off to the side as well. Nearing the end of the day now, among the grouse butts firing range of the Bellaby Ranges, some of the tracks along here had another worldly feel, winding amongst craters and gravel pits. The pièce de résistance of the day would be Fremmington Edge. Informally called the roller coaster, a winding hairpin laden track winds its way upwards amongst scree and rocks, with a sharp drop off to the west into the Swale Dale Valley. As the tarmac ends, the loose rocks begin, locked diffs and low range become useful. This stepped rocky section was fun, feet off the pedals, letting the vehicle do the work, feeling the tyres find the grip and pull you up without effort. Here we've got Brian showing us how it's done. Eventually a fork in the road. The left hand track is much the same as what's come before. The right hand gets more technical. The slope becomes steeper, the rocks more loose, and 2/3 of the way along, 2 slabs of rock, sloping towards you with perfect potential for cross-axling. Something just a standard central diff will offer only limited help with. Unless you've got lockers at the front and rear, the name of the game is controlled momentum to carry you forward and back to traction.